As you see there, our Joy Benedict is getting ready now to bring us an update now from Altadena. I know you've been listening to what's going on here, Joy. What's going on where you are?
Yeah, we're on Glen Rose right now, and it has just been a really tough scene for firefighters and a tough fight. We've been out here about an hour, and we had a couple of homes that were burning on this street, so firefighters came in very, very quickly trying to put out the flames, and they very, very quickly ran out of water. At first, they were attached to one of the fire hydrants here off of Glen Rose. It lasted just a couple of minutes, and it was completely dry. They ran out of the 500 gallons in their own vehicle for LA County Fire also very quickly, as then that fire continues to burn. And then they got in some assistance over there from a crew out of San Diego who had another 400 gallons in their truck behind them, and they were able to rig that up. The reason they worked so hard to put out this fire is that if you look over to the right-hand side, we have a home that is still standing. In fact, there are two that are still standing, and then a business down a little bit further down the way. And so that's what we've been talking about all day, is stopping the progression of the fire from bouncing from one house that's on fire to one house that is not. And now they have the ladder out, and they are actively trying to save this home that is right next door, since obviously the one that had caught fire is a total loss. And that's what we've really been seeing all day out here in the Altadena community. Now, the good news is at this time, and I'm crossing my fingers, at this time, we are not seeing those strong winds that we had been seeing earlier in this morning that would have spread this fire with or without the water, with or without the firefighters, that there was nothing that they can do. Because we're not seeing that wind, this is giving firefighters the upper hand. It's giving them the upper hand to try and put these flames out and stop the progression of the fire, which is really the best news for folks here in this community. Because if you look across the street on the other side of the engines, all of these homes on Glen Rose and the 3000 block are still standing on what is the west side of Glen Rose Avenue, versus on the east side of Glen Rose Avenue, where the fire has been coming down from the hillside and the mountains up there. That's where they're burning. Let's walk up just a little bit if we have the time. I want to get north of Pine Street, where we had a very similar situation up here with another house that was burning, and they were also struggling with water. So again, this is where the mutual aid from the fire departments come in very, very handy, because they have these engines, each one of them, including the wildland trucks, that each carry about 400 gallons of water, which can last and let folks get through here, and then of course add that extra water when they're just not having the resources underground with the fire hydrants. So as we come up here on yet another fire that was standing an hour ago, unfortunately it is not still standing anymore, this home, as they are still dealing with it. But next door is a home that has not burned, and that's why we have several firefighters standing over there on the porch trying to make sure that they prevent it from catching fire. So we have a lot of resources out here. It's just the fire is so vast. It is covering such a large swath of area, and it has been really erratic when it comes to the houses that are burning throughout the day, just sort of scattering all over Altadena, because the winds are picking up those embers and having them move from block to block to block without any sort of reason or understanding. But again, a very active firefight out here still in Altadena by the LA County Fire Department and the many, many other fire departments that are up here trying to make sure that this fire doesn't spread or doesn't continue to spread, as it has been really hard throughout the day. I'll send it back to you.
It is so good to see those fire crews out there on the fire lines, in the streets, in the neighborhoods, doing what they can, as we see this firefighter here with hose in hand at the ready to see what's going to be happening next. All right, Joy, thank you.
The resources and the water, which is great. All right, our Rachel Kim is live in Altadena, where more homes are still unfortunately burning. Rachel?
Yeah, they are, Amy and Juan. We're along Sacramento Street, just off of Lake Avenue, and both sides of the street I'm on, this is basically what we see: devastation, homes that have been leveled. You can see a few spots burning, still smoldering, but unfortunately, this is just the case. Firefighters are so busy, they really don't have time to tend to these little fires that are still smoldering. This is also the case on the other side, but first I want to show you to my right, a home has caught fire since we've been standing here. So this is what folks here don't want to see. Embers flying and houses catching fire to the right here, Suzanne. Over to the left right here, another home that was destroyed is the home of David Olguin. He and his family have been back here. They came back home to see that their home had been lost. And David tells me that they've lived here for 6 years. David, thanks again for joining us. I was telling our audience, you guys have lived here for 6 years.
Yes.
You came back to this devastation. Tell us why you decided with your family to come back. What are you doing right now?
We're just trying to salvage anything we can. You know, when you've put your whole life into one place, you know, where you just try to come back and find any sort of hope you can. I mean, I'm mainly here just for my mom. I'm trying to find her, you know, a sign of hope. We lost everything we had here. The only thing we have is just what's on our backs right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking for any sign of hope to get over this devastation.
When did you guys evacuate and what were you able to take with you?
We initially evacuated around 9 o'clock last night. We took just honestly the minimums. We initially thought we were going to come back. It was just going to roll over. You know, LAFD was going to do what they had to do, but as the night went on, we eventually got word that the fire took over our block so rapidly that we just sprung into action and we tried to get back here to grab more stuff, but it was just too late.
You know, it looks, you know, looking at your home right now, it doesn't look like there's much left, but what do you hope? Is there anything in particular you are looking for that you're hoping to recover once all this is said and done?
The most important thing for me personally is my mom got me a gold ring for my birthday one year, and that's the one thing I'm looking for. Everything else, you know, items are replaceable, but that one jewelry item I am looking for, and I hope to find it soon, as well as just any sort of something that can remind me of the house overall.
Is that the case of every one of your family members here, just that maybe one special thing they could recover?
Yes, they're all just looking for something special, or they're just trying to get closure. It's just something that happened so sudden on just such a spontaneous day in the new year. We just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, I don't want to rehash the feelings you felt when you came back, but upon arriving here and seeing that the house was gone, just what went through your head and your heart?
Well, initially my dad, he got here first, and I arrived a few minutes after him. So as I parked my car at the corner over there, I came rushing down, and my dad, he initially told me, turn around, the house is gone. And I just couldn't believe it. It's just something you would never think you would see. So I came running down the street, and just to find my house completely engulfed and just know everything that I had with me or I grew up with was just gone in a matter of minutes.
Well, in the midst of all your troubles, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, and we're glad that all of you are safe.
Thank you. I hope everyone else stays safe, and you know, we can all move past this together.
Absolutely. Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
All right. So David Olguin and his family, one of the many just very powerful stories that we've been hearing all day. Not only are they trying to find their own possessions, they've also been trying to help their neighbors. Again, something we've heard all day long. Amy and Juan, back to you.
So many people feel exactly like David, looking for any signs of hope in the rubble and in the damage. And we really hope he finds that gold ring his mom gave to him, because I'm sure that's very special to him.
And you know, so many people were saying, Rachel, that when they left, they didn't really take anything because they thought they'd be right back, that this would go and their home wouldn't be destroyed, they'd be right back, and the house would be fine. But unfortunately, we keep hearing stories like this, and unfortunately, the house isn't fine.
It's gone.
Yeah, I think it's wishful thinking. I think that's what we all want, but unfortunately, sadly, that's not what a lot of people found this time around. So hopefully, folks out there who are at home listening to these stories of loss, we learn a lesson, right? Get prepared, make sure we have what we need and are ready to go at a moment's notice.
And I have to give it to David's father, who said, turn around, the house is gone, just protecting his son, not wanting to see what was left of his childhood home. All right, Rachel, thank you so much for that emotional interview there from Altadena.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, now let's get to KCAL News reporter Gio Insignares, also live in Altadena outside a school on Lake Avenue and Calavera Street that's been burned by the Eaton fire. Gio?
Juan, Amy, good afternoon to you guys. You know, it's interesting to hear from Joy, from Rachel as well. You just have to take a stone's throw to another street here in Altadena, and it's just devastation all the way around. And I want to show you this look here at this firefight going on at the school you mentioned. You take a look at the roof there. We've been watching those flames spread for the last half an hour on the roof of this building. That's the Elliott Arts Magnet Academy. It's a public school here in Altadena. It houses about 400 or so students, close to 500 students, and this thing, it is not looking good. The response so far has been heavy. You notice all of the fire engines from LA County out here in front of the school. You also have a Kern County fire engine out here as well. And the smoke, the ash, everything that is around us right now is omnipresent. And there's a sense of of fear, really, when you start getting the sun starts setting and that sense of eeriness really starts to cloud over you, because that's what the smoke is doing. And we've seen and felt wind pick up just a little bit, certainly not as dramatic as it's been in the last 24 hours or so, but you still have to wear your mask, you still have to wear the goggles just to try and avoid all of this stuff getting in your eye. Ben, if we can, I want to pan to your other side here, because you notice the smoke coming out of the school, but that's just one huge plume, black pillars of smoke. We've been seeing this all over Altadena Plaza here in Altadena. We've been talking to homeowners just on the neighborhoods adjacent to Lake Avenue here, and it is to use one of many words that you can use to describe this main strip, and you saw it from Jasmine too all morning long. If you just follow this road down for the next mile, 2-3 miles, it's devastation left and right. We were seeing a car engulfed in flames, and then that fire spreading to a nearby power pole, and then spreading to a nearby tree on top of that. And between all of those little moments, you see people coming back to their homes. Earlier, we were talking to someone who was checking in on their friend's home. She told us she lives in Glendale, that they're okay, they're safe, but she was in tears talking to us, checking in on this home that was gone, nothing there anymore. And it's hard to put into words what you're seeing out here. And I know that all of us and all of our colleagues throughout these last 24 hours have done an exceptional job at putting those into words, as hard as it is, because you see this out here and you wonder just how bad it is. And I'll tell you, it's horrible to look at, and it's heartbreaking, it's devastating, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. As you take a look again here at the magnet school right on top of the roof, I mean, those flames at the edge of that roof are just continue to spread, and it doesn't seem like there's really much hope. I mean, you fingers crossed, you obviously hope there's a large response here that you can save the building, but you really never know, seeing how the devastation that's been across this area now. So we're going to keep an eye on this here. The other thing we're going to keep an eye on, we talked to another homeowner who was just checking in on what was left of his home, which was nothing. And he said, hey, I'm going to be here at some point. Right now, I'm just glad that I'm safe. So we're going to feed that interview back to you so you can take a listen to it. It's a lot to take in right now, but guys, as I send it back to you, it is quite the sight out here, especially as the sun starts setting and we start turning the page on another day since this fire started.
Very well said, Gio, and we knew we were going to wake up to images like that. We just didn't know how devastating it would be, but it certainly has lived up to our worst imagination.
It sure has, Pat.
I have to say that.
It sure has.
Well, you are watching our continuing coverage of the wildfire disaster happening across Southern California. We are simulcasting on CBS Los Angeles and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles.